Alright guys, just to be sure, do not watch this video because I'm going to be talking about spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled about the movie, do not watch this at all. And I'm going to talk about Mechagodzilla and basically the movie and what happens because I read a bunch of spoilers and I talked to some people who actually watched the movie. And I have to say guys, you guys are going to be disappointed because pretty much the second movie is exactly like the first. You're not going to see anything brand new. You're not going to see anything that has amazed you. Pretty much the characters feel pretty much the same. There's no development in them, just only a few of them. So from what I heard is that Godzilla doesn't have any brand new abilities. So the brand new abilities that we see towards the end, where Godzilla does his sound breath or whatever, and then coming out from his tail there's like an explosion, so you don't really get to see that. You only get to see that sound effect once, and that's pretty much it. He's going to use his laser throughout the movie. um from what I heard is that you're not going to see Godzilla that much. He's going to be sleeping for the most of the time, and then towards the end he's going to wake up and use his lasers. So for all you guys that are expecting Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla, it's not going to happen. So if you're expecting to see a big fight, or you have your hopes up that the second movie is going to be actually better than the first, don't keep your hopes up because it's not. To be honest, this movie probably has more flaws than the first movie, and it doesn't really develop anything new or offers anything new. We just get to see the same old Godzilla destroying things. And Mechagodzilla is in the movie, but not as you expect. So you might be thinking, so how come Toho is promoting Mechagodzilla so much? You see keychains, stickers, cups, figures. It's even in the posters for the movie. So what's the deal? You know, why is Toho putting Mechagodzilla in this movie? They even have posters fighting each other and all that. If Mechagodzilla isn't in the movie, so that's the thing. It looks like Toho doesn't really have faith in those movies anymore. And from what I could tell, most people who saw this movie didn't even understand. Even people who speak Japanese and all that did not even understand what the movie was about, the plot, nothing. So pretty much they're not putting story into this movie or details. You know, it's pretty much the same old thing that Godzilla does. So if you're a fan of that, I mean, you might like it, but most people won't. Um, so pretty much Mechagodzilla doesn't do anything. You don't see him fighting at all. So Mechagodzilla is part of this city, which Mechagodzilla has turned into a city, if you can say that. So with the nanotechnology that Mechagodzilla has, the humans that stay there, they actually made like an underground city or like a city around this base that Godzilla was found. So Godzilla protects this city, right, with his technology. But the twist is that he infects people with the nanotechnology. So if humans or aliens or anything gets close, even like kaiju, like monsters, this nanotechnology is like smart or like alive, and it actually goes after you and kills you and turns you into metal. So if you're around Mechagodzilla, it's going to turn you into metal. And basically, the more metal and the more things that this nanotechnology kills, the more powerful it turns. And they want to have more monsters be killed or human sacrifice in order to bring back Mechagodzilla. But obviously, that does not happen. And from what I could get is that pretty much the humans have used the nanotechnology to create weapons, and they even upgrade those humanoid robots into these falcons. So I was right with that. They do upgrade them and they transform, and it's pretty cool, you know, what you see with them. And they kind of hint towards Mothra, but not really. And then towards the end credit scene is pretty much talking about King Ghidorah, how their only hope now is King Ghidorah. And I believe the title is called Monster Eater or the God of something. So we're not sure if King Ghidorah is going to. So if you're thinking that this movie is going to be even better than the first one, I recommend you don't go in with high hopes watching this movie. Have low expectations from this movie. Um, Now, by all means, you can believe me or you cannot believe me. You might be watching this video or maybe not, but it's up to you if you want to believe me. I have talked to a few people that have watched this actually and went to Japan. I have talked to a few people who leaked things, people who pretty much put out the whole story, and everybody seems to be saying the same thing, how they're disappointed, how Mega Godzilla was not even in this movie. And from what I could tell, they say that Toho actually has done this before, where they promote monsters that are not even in the movie, but they're kind of mentioned. They mention them in the movie, but they're not actually like in the movie with action and all that, like fighting monsters. So, from what I heard, people don't expect Mechagodzilla to make it even in the third installment, because they're saying if we didn't even get Mechagodzilla in the first and second, which was teased in the first, I mean, we were all expecting in the second movie to have Mechagodzilla